Okay, so part 2 of your renewals is actually doing the renewal by eLease. So you're going to go to your list of renewals, so your offers, and you're going to find the person that you want to renew their lease on. The one I'm doing is going to be this one. It renews in 6 days. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have your renewal offer letter in front of you. Their time that they wanted, whether it's 12-month, 6-month, or month-to-month. And you got to make sure that you do know their security deposit. So you make sure you look those up ahead of time. So this one, Michael Erskine, he renewed for 12 months. I am going to click on Renew Lease. We are going to enter in custom terms. So he is starting July 1st. He goes through July 30th, or June 30th, sorry. His rental rate is going to be $750. Okay. If it was 6 months or month to month, you would make sure you want to change the memo over to 6 month or put month to month in there. I come down here. This is already created, resident center. I'm not adding any new recurring or any one-time charges. And I'm going to pick eLease. Now, if your resident wanted a paper lease, you would click on paper lease and then upload the lease files with it. Alrighty, let me select myself here, and we're going to renew lease. Alright, so now it brings up your screen, and you're just going to scroll down, and you're going to fill this out like you're doing in eLease. The only difference is you want to make sure that you look for the one that says lease renewal. I have created one for each property that says lease renewal, because all you really need is the lease. You don't need the full packet. Okay, there is that. Now you can, if there's an additionals that you have to add in, maybe they're adding a pet now, you're adding a carport, a garage, anything like that, and you need the addendum, you can add the addendum in here as well. I'm going to prepare and send for signature. So it comes up just like your eLease, it just has very short. Today is the 25th day of June, 2020. We are starting July 1, 2020. Goes through June 30th, 2020. You need to figure out how much is their annual payment for the full year. So for this one, the monthly rental rate is $750 times by 12, and that's going to give me $9,000. Okay. My total monthly rate is $750, so I'm going to put that in here. Okay. This person does not have a pet, nor does it have a garage, carport, or anything. So I am going to put in NA and for both of those charges. Now, each property does vary. Not everybody has a garage, not everybody's allowed to have a pet. Please make sure you do look at everything accordingly and make sure you put those in properly. Lease security deposit. For Mr. Erskine, he does have a $100 security deposit. Now you will notice I did it without the $sign, and that's because the $sign's already built in. It's just the way it is on this for the lease renewals. And then my current date is 6/25/2020. Now, double check everything. I'm double checking right here. I need to put 2021. Okay, make sure you've got all the amounts added in correctly. Your charges are there. Lease security deposit is right, and the date. Okay, now that I've got it all correct, we are going to click continue. It does take a minute. It's got to populate the data that you gave it into the whole paperwork. Okay, so you can look at this one of two ways. You can look at it in this small little window here, kind of scroll it around up and down, make sure that it's right. Or you can close this, click on the PDF, and make sure your PDF is right. So 25th day of June 2020 has my residence name, July 1st through June 30th of next year. They all say NA for here, okay? And that your monthly rental rate's the right price. And then go down to security deposit, make sure your security deposit's right. Let's see here. Okay, so everything is good, and now we are going to send it over to the resident. So prepare and send for signature, and I'm sending it. Okay, now that that's sent, we can let the resident know that that is in their email and waiting for them.